YouTube, we are back with some more commentary. It's definitely been a while, so thanks for being patient with us. But I'm joined by the usual, the only one from another mother, TJ.
I'm his Pinhead Larry. It's
The
me.
Pinhead.
Hi. Hello. I'm very excited to be here. I'm sorry. Anyways, keep going.
But if the announcement video hasn't been uploaded yet, we did finally hit 1K. Woohoo! And to commemorate this sort of special event, as a coincidence, really, we had locals that same day. And we had a huge turnout at Dean's Dugout. We had a total, I believe, 17 players. We went the full 4 rounds. We've got a good mix of stuff ready for you guys. We're also at the phase of the meta where we're starting to see a little bit of wild stuff come out. A few of us were playing like for funsies decks that had a lot of spice to it. So it should be some good matches for you guys to see.
Yeah. Definitely. There's some Mike in general, specifically. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is his match or if it's coming up, but I'm excited to see him play.
Yeah. In this one, we do have Jorel playing Royal Knights on the left and Gare playing Imperial, dusting off the good old Imperial on the right. So should be a good one to see. We will link our socials down in the video description down below where you can keep interacting with us. It'll include our Twitter, our Instagram, our Discord, as well as our TCG player affiliate. Hope to see you guys there and hope you guys enjoy this video. And let's hop right into the round over here. So yeah, it was definitely a fun day. It was definitely a fun day. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like I've been saying, like right now I'm very stale on the meta. I very much am looking forward to EX5 with all the different stuff. Because EX5 is such a wild set and with how much it brings to the game.
I think
for an EX set,
good and bad wild, right? I think good wild in the sense that you've got like a lot of variety to play with. Some people might call decks like Anubis and Melga a bit...
Oh, that's fair.
...suffocating.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I think overall still a really good set. Really, really good set.
Yeah. We see pretty solid turn ones though out of both players here. Gare just getting... I almost said Gabe, sorry. Gare getting some good stuff set up. He's going to beam on the back, warm on play, and he grabbed a Dino Bee off the search. And Jorel doing Royal Knight things.
Unfortunately, didn't play out a Royal Knight to start, but was able to drop a Sister, and then dropped a Marcus to get the Worm off board. And then Gare goes ahead, plays a double Tamer, and unfortunately passes. Just a bit rough.
Yeah, it looks like he's struggling. Does good chip with the Sister, does not survive. Oh, Mecha though, on play draw 1. It's like he has some Royal Knights in hand, but he just doesn't have ones that are like feasibly playable early.
Yeah. Without
giving Gare too much memory. And Imperial is a deck where if you give it too much memory to work with out the gate, it can be scary. Mecha Swing does die. Really needs is that two stings of security.
It's like almost that, like, if you want to call it like one of the OG. I wouldn't call it the first OTK deck, but it was definitely one of those decks where it's just like if it really got cooking, it like felt bad because you really didn't get to do a whole lot.
Yeah, like, I would say it's pretty close to being like one of the first like
true OTK.
OTK decks. Yeah, Imperial was insane with what it could do.
We see that Imperialdramon, which is the big sort of culprit of that, being able to swing with your XV that Gare has out right now with jamming, as he does. Here it would have been nice to play out like a Sting or something, and then be able to Jawgrass and then go into Payul, but does put out another XV, so it puts pressure on Jorel. And Jorel, I think, is sort of like you said, hands just kind of mucked up with like end game top ends as opposed to like mid early game.
I think there's a good drop here though. Just spit out the Old Force, which can strip sources, then bounce something, so it makes sense.
I'm wondering here, how much would All Force cost at that time? Would it cost 4? Because Jorel should have been at 3, no? With Marcus?
Well, I think he dropped
and then he just added the Davis and Ken. Was that what he did? Oh, he dropped Genku and then dropped the All Force. Okay.
Yeah, he dropped Genku to pull out All Force.
Okay, okay. Cool. So we see Gare go into a Dino B.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that was for 4, and then does just have to hard evo up, suspends both bottom bounces one back to hand because no Imperial to put back into his deck. Yeah, Gare's also kind of got up. I mean, he had 2 Stingmons come out of security, which is really rough.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only 2 Stingmons somewhere else in his deck, depending on what else he's running.
That has been my personal experience with Imperial. Is just like when I'm missing my stuff, it's just rough. It's just so combo dependent and piece dependent that if you don't see what you need, you're mucked up with like XVs or just mucked up with Stingmons. You really can't do a whole lot.
And 04 showing why it's just one of the best control pieces in Royal Knights. Just dropping that, just bouncing the fighter mode back to hand. And now, okay, Gare does find a rookie. Does have an XV. Okay. Well, this is definitely, I mean, the timer's ticking. Jorel is missing his Omni, it looks like. He does have an Alt Delete, which is scary, but no Omni means there's not much else happening. Does have some other options to still kind of control and hold on to the game, though.
Sister chips into an Imperial, so...
Yeah.
Goes ahead and plays Alpha just to prevent any sort of shenanigans from happening next turn. Although wouldn't stop Imperialdramon, but would stop Imperial.
No.
Just thinking about it.
He's only got...
Okay. He thought about Odin's, I think. But...
Yeah, he did. I think that's it. Gare trying to analyze the play right now. Still missing pieces he needs. He just can't find a green level 4.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, this is what happens. This is the problem with Jogress decks and Imperial's issue. Is like, when they need the specific color,
it's never there.
It's rough. And that's why I think yeah, exactly. And I think that's why we've seen more of these Jogress decks get dual color level 4s to be able to function more consistently.
Oh, Megadeth. So suspends the Kentaro.
Does hit Megadeth. Okay.
Okay, well, there's a lifeline there.
Pop the Labra. Yeah, that does buy Gare another turn, but Gare's going to have a really big turn.
We see Jorel has an Odin, so he could easily just play 2.
Oh, yeah, he just had another Royal Knight Purge, another Purge there. Forgot that was already there.
Fair.
Oh, he had a that's... God damn it, Jorel. This guy always doing the spicy shit, making me sad.
This wasn't caught on cam, but I think it was either in the next round or 2 rounds later. Jorel was playing against Mike, and it was literally like the last check. Mike felt real good about it. Was like, I'm gonna go for game.
Oh, I remember hearing this.
You hear like a shriek, and then like everybody looks over, and Jorel's like, "Oh, the Alpha!" And he hit the security Alpha right at the very end. It was just so painful.
If you've been watching our videos for a little bit now, you've seen videos with Jorel, you know Jorel has one of the most iconic laughs you'll ever hear in your life. His laugh is amazing. I love his laugh. And all we just hear is go, shit. We just hear him shriek. Yeah. Just absolutely belt one out. And like everybody in the shop is like, what the? We all looked over.
We move on to round 2.
Yep.
And we look like...
Well,
looks like...
Match two.
Jorel is going to kick it off.
I mean, actually, you know what? I like round 2. We're boxing now.
We're boxing.
I want to see Gare throw hands across the table. I just want to see him reach over.
Smack. But we see
Good
Labra going to XV.
Well,
and Davis. Ooh, pretty good turn there. Oh, picks up 2. That's huge.
Oh, there we go.
That's huge.
Yes.
There we go.
That's the consistency you want. He's got a memory setter now.
Davis is huge for that deck.
Yeah. Oh, he's just... Jorel is unfortunately kind of just stuck.
He's purging.
Well, actually, he's going to go... He earns enough armor so he puts Gare back to 3 anyway, so that works out.
Unfortunately, this isn't the jamming XV, so isn't going to poke there, hammer. But is able to hammer, and then go into a Imperialdramon.
He did place the sources as wrong, but did they change it where it doesn't matter now? I can't remember if they updated it.
I don't remember, but like if you're going to go off that nitpicky rule, it is like blue over green.
Yeah.
Does gain a memory off of the Labra.
Yeah.
Swings 2 checks.
Head piercing.
Oof, those are rough things to bottom deck, though.
Yeah, that is. Repping that blue memory boost alt art though from the
it's a nice one.
Practice deck or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, just to clarify too, for anyone who doesn't know, for Jagras colors, whatever color is first on the card is normally the color that should be immediately under that card. So in this case, Stingmon should be on the bottom. It doesn't really, like, it can matter for source strip depending on the source strip,
or like Digivolve.
So it's or Digivolve. Yeah, it's still something important to keep in mind, but it's fine. It's okay because this happens. this doesn't care what's under there. It just strips everything and bounces the whole stack.
Wait, what? Oh, Fasco. Is that no? That's not a Fasco.
Yeah, Fasco.
Yeah.
Or Porcupine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Fasco's Evolution or one of them.
Okay, so we see Vmon in the back, the movie promo Vmon, and then a Wormmon to search. Interesting side note. This is a shout out to Mike. Did you know that Ukomon is a free?
Yes,
I did not know that.
He was telling me this.
I
didn't know it either until he told me about it on Sunday, and I was like, oh, so that's why it works with the deck so well, because you can search it.
Cheeky motherfucker.
Because it is a free trait, so you can technically search it off of a lot of your rookies and others. Like it's crazy. It is crazy, and it does make sense why that card can work with the deck for pushing stuff out. So I am interested to see. I mean, right now Imperial, I think, as of recording this video, I don't know. Did you watch East's video this morning?
Yep.
Yeah, Imperial and Magna Armor are the top two decks right now. Vmon is eating good over in JP. So it is exciting to see.
Yeah. We see Gare push up, promote, cracks the boost to go into a Stingmon here, which is pretty good.
He's definitely got what he needs set up to start doing some damage. And Jorel did get a pretty good board state going for himself. And for everyone too, I think this is Gare's first time playing Imperial. As well, so I don't think he knows about the Jogger stuff. I don't think he's played a Jogger stack in general before.
Yeah, but we do see Pyle bottom deck the Porcupine, swings into a CL.
Yeah, he does lose a memory because of Lord Knight's effect, which he paid.
Imperial, which will spit out two bodies, and then he will go ahead and Jogress once again. It looks like. Yeah, he's thinking about the Dino play. But does do Pale here. Yeah, I mean, Pale is probably fair. Fighter mode to suspend and bounce back to hand. Should swing for 2 checks here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Fighter mode will swing for 2 checks at 15.
And then Pale swings for game.
And then Pale swings for game. Nice.
Good stuff.
Fast enough. Fast enough. There you go. And that's just supposed to show, like, Imperial can still do work right now. Like, the BT-12 Fighter mode, while Vmon stuff it still struggles with consistency more than the other pro tag decks, I think. It has a decent amount of board control. I definitely think that we've talked about it before, where I think there's a world right now with the new stuff where you just run more of a source strip focused version of the build. Yeah. I know a lot of people are saying as of BT-16 with the new Imperialdramon, you drop the starter deck one entirely now. You just run the BT-16 one, and then you run the BT-12 Pale. Which makes sense to me with everything that those cards offer for the top end.
I think the fighter mode is slept on. I think a lot of people were like, it's like mid, but I mean, like, I agree, it's not top tier, but like, I still think it's really, really good, particularly nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the 15k can be enough to get over a decent amount of stuff right now. On top of having sack +1 and blocker.
Yep.
You know, and with a very, very like inheritable focused stack that does a lot of work for it.
Game 3, we see Jorel started off with a Purge, slipping under an Omni. See Gare hit twice, again with the Davis, picking up a Dino Bee and a Stingmon. Good setup for him, and then sets up a double tamer. Oh,
Davis can't.
Good setup. Good setup.
I'm realizing now that if Royal Knight passes over too much memory early, it's kind of a really good matchup for Imperial, because Imperial is a deck that likes to have setup and kind of just put their tamers out, and Royal Knights doesn't really punish tamer play.
And there's no like big security bombs. You're just chopping through security at that point too.
Build 3 does get the fighter mode there. No, can't grab the Davis unfortunately because it's a Wormmon.
Wonder here if you have a 4. Looks like he doesn't have.
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see an XV. He's got 2 Pales in hand. Just drops the V.
Whiteboard is that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I think this sets up. It makes it harder for him to do anything. Will swing. Yeah, so Porcupine will die. It has on play and on deletion. It can delete the opponent's level 3 or lower, which obviously does not been lower than level 3, but Yada yada. Oh, he is thinking about dropping that Omni to pop the Stingmon just to slow down.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he's gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 2 Omnis though in
That is 2.
in the Royal Knight stack. So he's gonna need to. Oh, he has another one in hand already. Never mind. That's why he had 3 Omnis. He had 3 Omnis.
Stingmon and then
Bounces
Mega
back to hand.
That's fair.
So,
But also
I mean,
scary. That's also really scary because now, yep, there we go.
Yeah, he does it again, but it does keep Jorel also in a neutral state for a turn. But I don't think Gare really gained anything off of his turn before playing it. There was no profit on his end. He kind of just passed it back over with it.
Yeah. Davis and Ken, though, is pretty
Davis
good.
Ken, though.
That's good.
So he's looking at 5 memory on his next turn, which is a lot.
He can just hard drop a Stingmon and go straight into it right off of that.
Yeah, he can drop hard drop Stingmon and go back up to 3 when he Jogresses. It does just hard drop Kintaros. Kintaros really not doing anything though. It's kind of there. It's gonna go under. It's a good card for purge target, that's for sure.
I think here does push up to go to 5. Hard Evo into Pale.
Yeah. It does have jamming at least because of the XV. Yeah. We'll gain a memory off the Labra. Draw 1 off the Demi again.
Oh, Alpha. Oh no.
So that makes it so he can't attack players for the turn, right?
Correct. So he could still, in theory, go into players, I'm pretty sure. Or not players, into like Digimon, I'm pretty sure. Just can't attack security.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how much Jorel's been having that card come out of security. That card, so often for me, even when that was the only Alphamon we had, was just so useless. Yeah, at the end of the battle, add this card to your hand. Then if a Digimon with Royal Knight trait directs anybody and its type is in play, up to 12 of your opponent's Digimon can't attack players for the turn.
Up to 12. That's... Jesus. I mean, I guess if you're coming right off of a meta with Lord Knight, I mean, I guess that's fair. 12 actually is not as unrealistic number to think about.
Also stops Debris and stuff like that too.
Yeah. Before
they had so much rush play and everything. So
Alpha. Ooh, jeez.
Oh,
that is like the busted security over there.
That's the play you want. He didn't put that there, right? That was just there.
That was just there.
he couldn't activate the on play, right? So it was just the one attacking effect. Yeah, so he couldn't even.
So Odin's will neg 5k on a Digimon and then blanket -1.
Neg 3.
How many security checks neg? Is it 1 or 3? It's 1, right?
It's -1. It's minus.
Minus 3 KDP.
-1. It's minus 3 KDP.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't say.
And he
DP.
had it perfectly too. He
was
right at like 3 security, so it was like right there. Jeez.
Yep.
It's like best case scenario.
That's crazy. Both of them are gonna get tucked though. That's a lot of gas for Jorel. He's got 3 memory. He's reducing by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He's in a pretty good spot 11. Here too.
Yeah, this is an Omni drop for sure.
Yeah.
Now we have seen that Gare has Hammer Sparks.
Yes.
So if there's a Hammer Spark in security, this could go back to Gare's favor. Now Omni will delete something. He'll do the Kintaros on play first to gain memory. Actually, no, it's because he gains memory off the Kintaro, so he's fine now. Mecha swing, dies, swing, yeah. Yep, that's just how it goes, man. Royal Knight puts you on a timer, and it is a harsh timer to be on sometimes. But, Gare, though, putting on a good show for Imperial, I think. It's just sort of rough right now. It's hard.
I think, like you said, I think the thing that the deck is missing is that dual color level 4, because you really need like those 2 specific ones, and if you don't see one or the other, you're just kind of stuck in the water. Having like a dual color 4 makes it so much easier to just kind of pull off those shenanigans.
I know Lydra is sort of like, you can run Lydra, but Lydra not having any inheritables doesn't help your Paildra stack, so you really need the XV.
Right.
So it's like if you don't have jamming on it, it can be hard. It can be very, very hard to
he has an 8k body, but even then, like that doesn't do much if it just dies. Doesn't have purge, doesn't do much, so you're just kind of stuck in the water. So, but yeah, I think a good showing from Gare. Pretty good classic Royal Knights play from Jorel with some spicy text thrown in there. Little different from his usual Royal Nuts build, if I'm not mistaken, but still pretty darn good.
He changed it up with that alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate all the support as always. Like I said, if the 1K like announcement video isn't uploaded yet, be on the lookout for it later this evening. Jorel's editing it right now, so it's a good one. We had a lot of fun recording it, so it should be a good watch. Check out our socials, which will be linked in the video description down below. It's our Twitter, our Instagram, the Discord, as well as our TCG player affiliate. A lot of the stuff that we're going to be doing interaction-wise, community-wise, will be done through the Discord. So if you haven't either checked it out or joined it, please feel free. Pretty chill spot. A lot of good discussion going on with like spoilers and deck building and stuff. So it's been doing pretty well. So if you want to check it out, please feel free. And as always, thank you for tuning in. You know, we can't say that enough. But we will see ya over on the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.